He's backstage getting ready for that. So Amber's going to help me demonstrate a practical special effect before the show starts. Now there's two kinds of special effects. Newer computerized visual effects that you guys see a ton of these days, and then practical effects, which are my favorite. Practical effects are physical objects that we shoot in front of the camera. Some of the earliest special effects are practical effects. Things like movie blood, which you guys have seen for years. In fact, does anybody have a guess what Alfred Hitchcock used in the movie Psycho instead of real blood? If you have a guess, just yell it on out. That's right off the top. Chocolate syrup, right? Yeah, because Psycho was a black and white movie, and chocolate syrup looked fantastic on film. These days, though, movie blood has to be much more realistic. So to show you guys the difference between real blood and movie blood, I'm going to show you Amber's blood. All right, here we go, Amber. It's weird being volunteered for this. Close your eyes. Ready? Here we go.
Yeah.
Sure, what are you doing?
Seriously?
Yeah.
This seems very dangerous.
Does it? Yeah, I guess there are a lot of witnesses here. You know what, Amber? We're not going to use that big machete. I'm so sorry. Sorry, guys. Theme park, right? There's kids here. Oh, that doesn't sound safe at all. We use a much smaller, much sharper knife to cut off Amber's arm. Here we go. Kids, do not try this at home.
That's right. Try this at a friend's house.
That's a good idea. Also, to make this scene as believable as possible, want to hear a big scream from you, Amber. You'll know when to scream when the pain tells you. Here we go.
Actually, Fred, if the audience is feeling a little squeamish, you should probably look away, right?
All right, but if you're feeling very squeamish, take a look at the side screens. You should see a cooking show up there. Here we go, Amber, get ready to scream. Scream!
Is that supposed to happen?
It is a practical effect, just like that. Oh, leave off Amber, Jerry. She's a leader. That's a good old-fashioned Hollywood blood knife. Sliding blade that goes in and out like that. All about area that fits right over the arm and blood. That squirts out of the handle just like that. Everybody give Amber a big round of applause for her bleeding arm. Awesome job, Amber. And as a thank you, we've got your husband, Derwin, gift wrapped in a uniform. Hi, Derwin. We're going to use both these guys at the end of the show. But for right now, let's give them both a big round of applause for helping us out. Yeah, we're going to see you guys at the end of the show. Thank you very much. Up in the booth, I think we're finally set up, so you guys ready for the show to start? Justin, you ready for the show to start?
Yeah!
Be right back, everybody. Woo!
Hey, watch out, that's moving in.
Should I be? Here, I'll guide you in. Sorry, that was my fault.
Hey guys, Ultramat is at 100%. Read is live. Cameras, audio, projectors all good. Looks like we are good to go.
Good to go.
And you guys are live.
Yeah, they're from China. We're going to be your hosts on a whirlwind tour of practical special effects and state-of-the-art visual effects.
That's right. Now, we don't know if you guys know this, but technically you could call motion pictures a special effect, because movies don't move on their own. There's a bunch of pictures in a sequence.
Yeah.
And when you view those images in the right order, in the right light, and at the right speed, you get moving pictures! At this very location for the last 100 years now.
And during that time, the studio has turned out some of the most memorable movie moments in the history of Hollywood.
believe everything you guys see is real.
Today's special effects have been revolutionized by the computer. It's helped spawn a whole new industry known as visual effects.
Right, Justin likes visual or computerized effects, but I prefer practical effects, the earliest ones. Things like this right here. This is the original miniature we used for the opening sequence of Universal's The Mummy. Check out that clip. It's not CGI, it's this actual model. Painters and sculptors make it look fantastic on the screen. Another fantastic practical effects, this glass mat, which we're going to demonstrate with our next volunteer. Let's give her a big round.
Everybody say hi, Elizabeth! Hi! Say hey.
Hi.
Elizabeth, thank you so much for helping us out. First of all, where are you from? From here, from Southern California?
From here, from
Let me ask you,
Florida.
right here immediately, right here in this theater? You were born in this theater?
New York Street.
Oh, okay, New York City. Okay, so let me ask you, have you ever dreamed of coming all the way from Universal Studios here to Universal Studios to become a big Hollywood movie star? That's the right answer. We're gonna make that dream come true, Jerry, little bud. Can you please bring Elizabeth to her mark?
Okay.
Thanks, pal. It's not a date, Jerry.
Sorry.
It's all for you. All right, Elizabeth, get up on that platform. You're gonna be standing on the ledge of a towering skyscraper.
Fred, your towering skyscraper has 3 steps.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we can't build a real skyscraper here in the theater, but we can use this glass mat to recreate one. So everybody, take a look at the side screens. We'll get a look at our shot, see what we have to work with. Jerry. You're in the shot.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
No. I'm sorry, buddy, that's not what I meant. You are in the shot, but you're not supposed to be. So, yeah.
Alright.
That's okay, we're all sorry for you. All right, now watch, because this camera only has one eye, it can't tell the difference between near and far or big and small. But when that glass mat lines up just right, everything comes together and you get Elizabeth looking lovely on the ledge of a towering skyscraper. We get the fan going because fans are also a type of practical effects. And we got Elizabeth up there looking awesome, like a, there we go, yeah, like a model in a shampoo commercial. All right, Elizabeth, here's your story. You're at a posh uptown party, okay? But your date starts to get a little hands-on, a little grabby, yeah, kind of an animal. So you came out here to get away from, do me a favor, Elizabeth, arms up nice and tall, stretching luxuriously. Uh-oh. Here comes your date. Scream, Elizabeth! Yeah!
Jerry, knock it off, let her go.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's my glass man shot. Everybody, let's give Elizabeth a big old round of applause. Elizabeth was lovely, did exactly what she was supposed to. Jerry did. Thanks, Elizabeth.
One more time for Elizabeth. That was great. Totally impressed, by the way.
When was the last time anybody used the whole glass mat thing?
Oh, that's a good question. Movies like Spartacus or Earthquake or The Birds.
Old films.
Yeah, but we don't say old here, Justin.
Don't say old?
No, we say classic.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Classic!
Why do you say it like that?
Because that's the way Sandra yelled it backstage.
Oh yeah, good point. Yeah. Movies are classic. Cars are classic.
Your jacket.
Is vintage, actually. Thank you for noticing. Now, another classic technique I want to talk about is rear screen projection. Everybody take a look at the side screens here because these actors are not actually going anywhere.
That's because they're all dead.
Three reasons. Now, my point is Martin Paul from Psycho. He's not really falling down a set of stairs. He's just standing in front of a movie screen doing a move like this.
We have a term for that.
You do? Classic! Right, so I'm going to show you guys how this effect works with some more of our very brave volunteers. So everybody, let's give our family a big old round of applause for helping us out. We got our family. We've also got our 2 strong muscle guys. Muscle guys to our stage manager, Alex, over there. Hello, yeah. Family on over with Jared. Rear screen projection's a practical effect that we used in the movie Creature from the Black Lagoon way back in the day. As we load up our practical effects boat, Justin, who's on our crew?
We have the Gray family that is joining us. That's right, the Gray family. Heading up to the helm, Captain Alex, First Mate Melina, Mom, and for you book readers, it's Christian Gray. Yeah!
It was different in person. Now you guys see the family on the side screens, but in a second you'll see the family and the boat motionless against a moving backplate of the Black Lagoon, which will simulate motion. In fact, if it's ready, let's just see that rear screen backplate moves. Oh yeah, beautiful. Except, Jerry, you're drowning in the lagoon, buddy. Could you please, Nice job. All right, family, you guys are traveling downriver into the dark unknown. You guys are exploring, so Gray family, do this thing right here. Looking around for adventure. There you go. see you guys get down. There we go. Yeah, Captain, good job. Nice. But suddenly a swarm of mosquitoes comes down on you guys. Oh, they're all over. You get them off. You get through the mosquitoes and you smell something. It's stinky. It's out here in the water. It's a big giant river squid. What's up, great family? Here it is.
Awesome job. Let's hear for it.
Good job. You did really good.
Let's get these guys out of arena. We can lose the boat. Let's take the projectors up there too.
Build the
Sound. Thank you. These people came to see state-of-the-art visual effects. Do you want to see state-of-the-art visual effects? Do we still have the heroes clip? Roll it on the side screens. You watch. I don't want you to miss this. It's gonna blow your mind. Right? Right here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Right here.
We're ready.
Watch, Fred.
Yeah, do the effect.
Right here. Okay. Right here. And boom. That's what I'm talking about.
Would hold on to boom mean, hey, hold on, there's more effects to come?
No, it means boom. That was awesome.
Okay, if you say so. We were waiting for a big effect. I don't think we saw anything.
You didn't see any. The best visual effects are the ones you never see.
I see.
On TV nowadays, there are more visual effects you're not seeing than ever before. You watch the clip, the only thing real are the actors. Everything else, added in digitally. Buildings, cars on the street, people on the sidewalks are computer-generated enhancements to film scenes that have already been shot. I'll show you how we can do this with our volunteers and just a green screen.
Now, green screens don't really have to be green, but they do have to be pretty bright. Now, sometimes they're green, but sometimes they're blue or orange or any color we want, so long as it stands out against the performer, right, Justin?
Totally impressed you knew that.
Me too.
Inside of a computer, we can replace the color with anything we want. In this case, we'll replace the color green with a forest. Take a look at the side screens. Let's build a forest behind our actors, Al. This will add an extra level of difficulty for all of you. Now you have to respond to things that aren't even there. Hey, and let's hear it for our muscle guys. They get to be on screen this time. Yeah. Picture looks good. Let's make it sound good. Maki, any sound effects? Distant waterfall, birds chirping, crickets, anything else?
I'm not sure. My scene had a big monster, so...
You want a monster? Love one. We could have a monster to this. Jerry, come on out, buddy.
Yeah.
You're a monster in this scene, big guy. Take this. Well, check out the side screens the bar Jerry is holding. Totally invisible. Yeah. Fred.
Yeah, hey, Jerry, stand over here, buddy. You're a little too pretty to be on screen.
Oh, thank you. Actors, back to me. You're all marching through the forest on safari. It's been a long, hard day. Woo, you're tired. When suddenly everything goes quiet, you listen for a distant roar. Large footsteps are coming toward you. Oh no! Great family, hold on to each other. Muscle guys, hold on to each other. Suddenly it's here. Look around. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Point at the stick. Point in the direction. Don't panic. It didn't see you. Oh no! It saw you. Panic! Run! Run! Get it!
Give it up for those explorers. They did awesome, right? Good job, guys. Good job, buddy. Hey, Jerry. Camera is off.
Yeah. Let's hear it for Jerry, everybody. Come on. That was something. That was the thing.
Because Justin, if you want me to do anything else, I would be happy to jump in.
Jerry, if you want to be a part of the show, just ask.
Can I please be in the show?
No. No, I'm sorry, buddy.
You want Jerry to be a part of the show? Elizabeth wants you to be a part of the show. You're a part of the show.
Okay!
Backstage, you tell them we do a mocap.
Mocap.
Yeah.
Okay, mocap. Thank you! Except you. Thank you.
A visual effects shot like that actually takes months to create. The footage that you just saw, that was test footage for King Kong 3D on our studio tour.
That's right, but the original King Kong was only about this tall. He was created in 1933 using a practical effect called stop motion, and up there you can see a picture of the inside of that Kong. Now, stop motion is one of the earliest special effects, so to show you guys how it works, this is Norman. Like King Kong, Norman's a fully posable stop motion puppet and also the star of his own motion picture. From Focus Features and Leica, who brought you Coraline, there was a stop motion film, Aaron Norman, which this little puppet was actually used in the filming for. Back here's a few more pieces from his world. Now, like most celebrities, Norman looks a little bit bigger on the movie screen, and that's because everything you see in the film is built at his scale size.
So this is Norman's armature over here.
That's right, what's inside of him and how the animators move. Now, the way stop motion works is, once this amazing detail is put into place, then the animators shoot a single frame of film. Carefully move the figure a tiny bit, then they shoot another frame of film. Move the figure a tiny bit more, then shoot another frame of film. Move the figure, change the face, whatever they have to do, over and over and over. Now, if you do that 24 times, then you have 24 frames, or 1 second of film. Now let's think about that. There's over 120,000 frames in Paranorman, so check out the clip. Crazy amount of work because every movement, facial expression, anything that moves in the scene has to be adjusted 1 frame at a time by hand, because you can't move those things with computers.
You sure can. Although they did use computers. They used a ton of them. The genius of Leica is that they seamlessly combine their new and classic technology in order to create their movies. Computers were used to visualize Norman's world and everything in it. Buildings, cars, even the puppets themselves. And all of their facial expressions. There were hundreds of these little guys. They had to be produced as separate physical pieces using a special 3D printer. Camera movements also done with a computer, zooming and panning in a single image at a time. And then, once the film was shot, visual effects artists came in and they used computers to add in all the digital effects, like creepy fog, floating spirits, and other ghostly effects. So if you were to add up everything we've talked about, you would get Oscar-nominated Paranorman!
You might want to give that a few minutes.
Yeah, as you can see, it's incredible how far special effects have come.
How about I shed some light on state-of-the-art 3D computer-generated animation?
If I shed some light, I think he means give you illumination.
Illumination Entertainment and Chris Meledandri have given us Despicable Me, the Lorax, and Academy Award nominee for Best Animated Feature. It's also on Blu-ray and DVD this very second. Of course, I'm referring to Despicable Me 2.
飛ばしのどうだかにこらどうかまか OK なんか
Unionized.
I think those guys are related to Jerry. Let me show you how the creative geniuses at Illumination bring these little guys to life. First off, take a look at all these people, Fred. It takes a village.
Or a city.
A city full of producers, directors, writers, actors, artists, designers, and technicians. And that's just to handle the minions. First, they'll visualize the story. In the storyboard department, artists will rough out the entire film in a series of sketches, kind of like a comic strip. Then they'll create what we call an animatic by editing all those comic strips together like a flip book. All of this, just the bare bones.
Huh. You know, Justin, I've always wondered if minions have bones. Hey, guys. Okay.
Next, actors are brought in to record character voices.
Yeah, baby! Kudos back in the game. I'm your new partner. Yay!
Now, while the story department's busy with animatics and voice recordings, in the art department, character sets and props are being designed. Then, master scenes from each sequence are painted to show direction, lighting, and mood.
Once the conceptualizing is done, then it's time to build it. Constructing all of these elements takes a lot of time and math. But once the minions are built, then they all go to layout. Minions! Can you explain layout for all of us, please? Out here? Thanks. Layout is where camera mechanics, shot lengths, and transitions are all determined. Now, once the sets are dressed, it's time for animation, with particular attention being paid toward facial articulation as well as lip sync. Plus, believe it or not, these films have their own special effects department. Everything in the scene that moves that is not a character is classified as a special effect, including fire and smoke, water, or something as simple as wind.
Nice, then it's on to lighting and compositing, where virtual lights are added to the scene, and then finally, all the elements we've been talking about are composited together to form the finished shot, like you see right there.
Plus, it's amazing how all the different parts of this process come together, from art and
Storyboard,
through layout and
animation,
to final lighting and compositing. He looks like a naked Twinkie. How about this? We have covered in just a few minutes what takes Illumination over 1 million man-hours. Or 1 million minions 1 hour.
Yeah, that's a good point. Now take a look at these scenes from DM2 and see if you guys can spot the special effect elements that we've been talking about. Sal, when that's ready.
Cruise back and save the world! Yay!
Let's get this party started.
And that is why Despicable Me has become a worldwide phenomenon. I mean, just take a look at all these languages.
I don't speak any of these, Fred.
I don't either, but I read them all. They say Despicable Me too.
That's impressive, thanks.
Hey, oh, ketchup aquí, sí, sí.
They're pretty cute.
Adorable! Aw, I think he likes you. Speaking of adorable minions, here to help us demonstrate mocap or motion capture, you all wanted him to be a part of the show, especially Elizabeth. Welcome back, Jerry,
Wow, Jerry.
I know. Jer, you look awesome.
I know. You look like Lady Gaga.
I know.
Okay, good.
Stand in the center, Jerry. Let's bring up the perimeter sensors. Right now is a great time to get your cameras out, by the way, to take pictures of Jerry or me. Now, each of these reflectors of Jerry's suit reflects light back through a camera to a sensor in a computer. That allows us to capture his movements. Let's put Jerry on the big screen, please, Al. And now Jerry is on the big screen. All right, bro, we're gonna start simple. I want you to give me a T-pose, okay? That just means to put your arm out. Good. Now, this technology, similar to technology you might have in a game system at home. The biggest difference, of course.
Where is this game? Jerry, no, stop that. No.
Everything you do can be seen on the giant screens behind you.
This outfit's really tight, Justin.
Tell you what, okay. Take your right hand, just touch the tip of your nose for me. Use your other right hand. Sorry. Now your left. Now your right. All right, you can put your arms down. Give me jumping jacks or run in place. Keep moving while we talk.
Hey, Justin, don't get me wrong, this is fantastic, but do you have something a little more fun than a jumping jack stick figure there?
Well, that's just a digital skeleton. It's only step 1, Fred. That's a digital skeleton.
Oh,
Step
okay.
2, adding in a wire frame.
That's better.
Step 3, applying a skin. We can use Jerry's movements for anything we want. King Kong, the Mummy, the Hulk, or in this case, a troll.
Troll, Jerry.
You have a club in your right hand too, Jerry. Use that.
Swing the club.
Do we have any dance music for Jerry?
Dance.
Really? Oh, yeah, that's good. What a troll, that's good. Show them your back lot, Jerry.
Hold on. This one's for the ladies. And this one's for Elizabeth.
That's Jerry. Everybody, that's Jerry. Where's that? Put your dollar bills away.
That was weird, but hey, it proves your point. Your new visual effects can be just as cool as my old practical ones. So.
We do not say old, we say classic. And remember, classic practical effects are already part of the shot. Visual effects are added to the shot. You put them both together, you get scenes that are out of this world.
And for our final demonstration, everybody welcome back Derwin and Amber! Let's hear it! Give it up for our big heroes of the finale. Everybody welcome back, guys. Derwin, you're going to be here next to me. Amber, you're just going to be on the other side, and Justin right over here.
You look fantastic. Are you comfortable?
Yes. All right. Good. Now, Derwin, I'm sure you figured this out. You're going to be an astronaut in this scene. No surprise, right? I'm sure a lot of people here have dreamed of being astronauts when they've grown up. So tell me, Derwin, have you ever dreamed of going to outer space?
Oh, of course.
That's great. We're going to make that come true, my friend.
All right. Now, Amber, what's your relationship with this guy over here?
I'm his wife.
Okay. How long have the two of you been together?
5 years.
5 years. Does he have a fear of heights that you're aware of?
Not that I'm aware of.
How about a fear of not being in control?
Maybe.
Maybe, which means yes. But we're going to shoot our live actor along with our practical spaceship set piece over here.
Then we'll composite that footage in with an HD image of the Earth to give the illusion that Derwin's floating high above the planet. Now, Derwin, your job's really easy, okay, brother? All you got to do is swim through space to that practical set over here. I'll even show you. You're going to turn this silver latch here clockwise like that, and then you're going to open up the space path. That's all you have to do, okay? I'm going to talk you through it as we go along, but it's very easy. I think we're ready to shoot, but we do need your helmet, so let's get that really quick. Come on,
And come on over here with me, my dear. You are going to be in charge of the remote control. Furthermore, this remote will control your husband. You're welcome. You're going to be operating our Fisher flying rig up here. This is a highly sophisticated cable system that helps us create the illusion of flight with this remote. Once he's connected, if you pull the lever toward you, Derwin goes higher. You push it away, he goes lower. We also have forward, reset, and rotate. You don't have to remember all of that. I'll be right here to coach you, okay? Fantastic.
Yep, right there, good. Okay, now obviously in space there's no gravity, so we're gonna float Derwin up weightlessly while his lovely wife controls him with that lever wirelessly attached to our Fisher rig set up in the ceiling. Green screen, please, once our crew is clear. Thanks, Al. Now at this point we're just waiting for a quick thumbs up from our stage manager, Ned, because it's really important to have clear communication from your crew, especially with a volunteer not trained in a stunt like this. But even on a professional stuntman, you have to have tons of communication. It takes a little bit longer, but really is one of the more important parts of an effect like this. Hey, Derwin, any last words for your wife before you go out? Okay, he said don't drop it, so just do your best, okay? So as we do, you hook up here. Go ahead and settle down to the harness, Derwin, like you're sitting into a chair. Perfect. We can transfer control over to Justin, please, for the control. There's Al. And Derwin, you doing good? Thumbs up. Got a thumbs up from Derwin. Got one from our stage manager. Good to go.
Okay, grab this lever, pull it right back to me.
You're going up. You're going up.
That's good. Good. You are overachieving. Okay, done with that. Hold this right down right here.
That is there.
Rotate.
Derwin, you're doing good. Now shoulders back. Okay, you need to be all the way back up. All the way back.
That's good right there.
Back.
All of these commands.
As far as you. Hold on. You want me to help you? Yeah, let me get you started. All right, shoulders back. Good.
That doesn't look awkward at all, Fred.
Derwin, are you okay? You're good? Okay. Then let go of my arms. I need those back. No, it's okay. Shoulders back, head back, everything back. Back as far as you can, okay? So. How's that look, Justin?
That looks very natural, Fred.
So Derwin, in order to take one. Let's get this going. Here we go. Camera, speed, and action.
Hold down the green button and keep it down until he gets all the way
Here
over.
we go. You're okay. You're okay. When I tell you, Derwin, reach out for that. Derwin, not yet. No.
Resetting and bring it all the way back to center.
Reset and Derwin. Wait till I say go. Don't worry about that. Wait till I say, and Derwin, keep those shoulders back. You remember?
Guys, don't do that. I can't cycle the system backwards.
Without saying, just a second, get ready.
Camera, speed, and action.
Go, Amber, take it over. No, it's going over. No. I got it. Where'd I get it?
Guys, you're in the sequence.
Yeah. It's not responding. We gotta reset. We gotta go back to one.
We'll get you down, okay? You're fine. Everybody just stay in your seats. This is a mechanical thing. This is not doing
exciting. It sounds exciting. We gotta
Derwin, no! This is me. We're all done, Derwin. Hi. You okay? Sorry about that. Everybody, let's give Derwin a big round of applause.
We're cycling through. All right, we're gonna go back to one. We're gonna just go back to one. He's totally okay.
Okay, good. We got Derwin. The sensor will stop you when you stand on the stage. So we're going down.